Are you getting bored of D&D? Do you feel like all the classes and races just kind of blend together in a giant bland soup? I've been playing a lot of Pathfinder 2nd Edition lately, and I've been playing as a witch. The thing about that is I expect it to be really creepy and scary and spooky. Problem is that the druid in the group has the same spellbook I do. Literally the only difference on paper between our two characters, we have a slightly different distribution of skill points. And I think that's a problem with systems like 5e and Pathfinder 2nd Edition, is that there are so many options for character creation that they all just kind of blend together. But Dungeon Crawl Classics has a solution to this problem. It's not adding more classes, it's to kick it old school. It's doing a few classes really well. There are far fewer options for character creation, but each of those options is infinitely more complex and rich than anything Dungeons & Dragons has been able to produce. Dungeon Crawl Classics is not actually a classic. It is very much a modern RPG system with an old school flavor. Have you ever dreamt of a giant, sweaty, muscular warrior with a beautiful elfin maiden on his arm? Have you ever wanted to be that beautiful elfin maiden? I have. Is that normal? I'm asking honestly. Let's take a look at Dungeon Crawl Classics on Humble Bundle. Humble Bundle is a great place to get great deals on things like RPGs, and right now they got a huge bundle of Dungeon Crawl Classics books. 79. Actually 80 if you count a physical copy. We'll talk about that later. Let's check this out. This is going to be cool. But before we get into it, make sure you slap that like button. It's been acting up. And you tell that subscribe button that you love it. I'm Nash. I do a lot of RPG reviews. I do a lot of dice making. It's been popular lately. I also do a lot of 3D printed projects for the tabletop. If you're into that sort of thing, hit that subscribe, hit that like, give it a little slappy slap. And if you want to check out this Humble Bundle, make sure you use the affiliate link in the description. It really helps me out if you do that. You also will have the option to help out the Critical Role Foundation, so there's good vibes all around. Alright, so here we are at the Dungeon Crawl Classics Mega Bundle 2, apparently. So this is probably their second time they've been doing a Humble Bundle. Let's take a look at what you get. So we are at the lowest level here, the $1 level. We get the core rulebook for $1. I don't need to say anything else. A core rulebook for a system for $1? Yeah, please. Thank you. And the thing about this system is that it's 514 pages. That's 514 pages of RPG goodness for $1. Okay? This system is so, like I said, it is, you're playing just a few different classes and races. You don't have huge options, but each class is so detailed. Like, if you're a cleric, you might have the ability to control weather, and it has like rules for like how much lightning you can summon. Like, it's so fun to just dig through there, and it feels like when you're playing a roguish character or a thief, you feel very much like a thief. Unlike in Dungeons and Dragons, you might be the rogue, you might be the best at picking locks, but the bard can pick locks just as good as you can. He might even be able to do it better if he casts inspiration on himself or whatever. You know, like, this feels very much like you'd expect Dungeons and Dragons to feel. And that is a lot of fun. So, like I said, it is kind of a retro clone of Advanced D&D, but it is much more of it's much more modern. It's not like something that's been added onto. It is definitely a modern, well fleshed out RPG system. So for $1, core rulebook. You also get 2 adventures, which is pretty awesome. So the first adventure you get is Hole in the Sky. So Hole in the Sky is level 0 adventure. Get you in, get you playing. It's always good that they give you a level 0 adventure. What is kind of weird is that the next adventure that they give you, Beyond the Black Gate, is a level 5 adventure, which is a little odd because I don't think you can get to level 5 by playing the 0 level adventure. I think they put this in this bundle just in case maybe you already had the core rulebook, maybe you've already been playing. This is worth $1 easily. So that's the $1 level. No brainer, easy to get. If you're thinking about looking at a system like this, just pick it up. Just get the $1 one. But let's see what you get at $12. So, or not $12, at the $15 level, the 12 item bundle. Let's be clear there. 12 item bundle. So you get everything from the first bundle, of course, but we get a couple extra things. And one of the big things that we get is Mutant Crawl Classics. And Mutant Crawl Classics is kind of like the sci-fi end of the world sort of version of Dungeon Crawl Classics. But this is a core rulebook. If you're familiar with Dungeon Crawl Classics, this is a complete core rulebook. It has everything you need. It's a little bit smaller than Dungeon Crawl Classics, but there's a lot of content for this as well. So there's a lot of like sci-fi themed adventures that work for both. In theory, you could have characters from Dungeon Crawl Classics and Mutant Crawl Classics like on a spaceship. It's possible. We'll see that later on. These guys are a little unhinged. I'm not gonna lie, but this is pretty sweet. So at the next level, at the second level, you're getting a whole nother system, right? So right now it's at $15. You get Mutant Crawl Classics, the whole system, and Dungeon Crawl Classics, the whole systems. And then you're getting adventures for both of them. Easy enough, right? We get the Sea Queen Escapes. Look at that. Look at that guy. He's getting impaled by an axe. And look at that wizard. He's like, whee! Yeah. Great little adventure. I've only been able to dig through some of these, but just like the art, the plots, look at this guy. He's flying on in there. The hooks and the plots all seem like a lot of fun. I might even adapt some of these for other game systems too, because the adventures are just that good. And this is something I thought was really cool. So at this level, you get this thing called the 2021 yearbook. And I was like, what is that? Right? We got some adventures, we got another core rulebook. What is that? And it's like a little zine, a magazine, but it's just about their community. They're talking about their artists, interview here. It's a very, look at Gen Con photos. It makes you feel good. These guys care about their people, right? And it's just like really quaint and wholesome and like these guys seem cool. So I just wanted to throw that out there. You get this too. Humming wasp swarms, foes, just like a little bestiary in here. Pretty sweet. Let's look now at the big boy bundle, right? It's gone for 25 right now, 79 items. for $25. 79 books, dude. Okay, some of them aren't books. Some of them are zines. Some of them are things like the GM screen. You can print it out. It has like the GM screen. There's things like that. But a lot of these are adventures, right? Just tons and tons of adventures. It just keeps going, man. Just keeps going. I thought I'd look at a couple of things that stood out when I was looking through this giant list of freaking books for 25 bucks, okay? Let's see what we got. One was Starcrawl. So this is basically the sci-fi spacefaring version of the system. And this is a whole nother system. This is another core rulebook. I think it kind of wants you to know Dungeon Crawl Classics or Mutant Crawl Classics. It wants you to know one of those systems, but this is like just a whole bunch of classes and stuff for that. Like a bunch of new options. All right, okay, that's cool. What's this one? Marvels of the Multiverse. Now, this is what I was talking about when you can get some of these characters mixed into the same scenario, right? And this is just like a little zine, a pretty little zine. Lots of fun little things. Now, the Adventure Pass. The Adventure Pass get more and more unhinged. There's it's weird. They get a little bit weird. Like Emrakul was framed. That's pretty normal, but look at these flying monkey guys and a wizard on a horse and stuff. Like, it gets pretty bizarre, honestly. These guys are my kind of people. Okay. The next one that I thought was interesting, look at this. When manimals attack. No, not manimals. Yeah, when manimals attack. This is just weird, dude. But I'm so here for it. This looks like a lot of fun. I mean, this is literally like what the island of Dr. Monroe or whatever. Moreau. What is that? That freaking the book, right? That movie with Val Kilmer. Yeah. There's some other things that I thought were interesting and worth looking at in this bundle. Look at this, Mutant High School. Look, this guy's got 2 heads on him. Okay. This looks like a lot of fun. I don't know if you guys are a fan of that the Dropout, the Fantasy High. This is like that. It's just like a little zine. Get you the Fantasy High, right? Totally cool. I love that. There's also this that I thought was interesting. Like, it's just like an adventure pack. You got a couple of things that you could use for adventures. These are like quick aids for creating an adventure. Always useful sort of stuff. Lots of this sort of stuff in this pack. They also had some of these fan zines. So these are like, I think these are just people that have submitted stuff to them. All sorts of little things. I thought these were super cool. Also, once again, super wholesome. And you can totally print these out. Like, sometimes you don't want to print out a big core rulebook that's like 400 pages. But these zines, I like printing them out. You can use Adobe to the Acrobat Reader to print it off in a booklet, and you can just fold it together. It's freaking awesome, dude. So, yeah, for 25 bucks, look at all this stuff, dude. And some of this stuff brings me back, man, to like the advanced dungeon. Like this looks like something from Advanced Dungeons and Dragons to me. I remember like my uncle gave me a bunch of those books. I had like a monster manual and an adventure and stuff, and I would just look at the art the whole time, and it was just like this sort of stuff, man. It really makes me get the member berries for sure. Um, yeah, $25. Get it. Easy, easy. And there is another bundle, the $80 bundle. And what the $80 bundle is, so for $40, you get a physical copy of Mutant Crawl Classics. Right? I didn't purchase this one. Okay. I'm more into the Dungeon Crawl Classics, but a lot of people want a physical version. And so that's what this adds. It adds a physical version of Mutant Crawl Classics. Hard to argue with because any one of these books is $40 on its own. Especially the core rule books are probably like, I'm not sure how much they are for this system, but usually they're around 40 to $60 for a core rule book. So no brainer there. This is a total win of a bundle. So I'm going to go ahead and put a link down in the description below. If you guys like this video, if you want more of this content, make sure you slap that like button. Okay? It's been talking back. Just slap it. Slap. Hit that subscribe. Also, if you're going to the Humble Bundle website to pick up this bundle, I'm going to shout out, I got a video I'll link at the end where I reviewed the Dune bundle, but the Dune bundle is pretty sweet as well. Totally, the Dune RPG is like a whole nother thing worth giving a check out because at the $1 level, you're getting into you get the starter kits and you can just get in play for $1. Like if you're already coming to get the Dungeon Crawl Classics, worth it to check this out. And yeah, at the $10 level, you get the core rulebook. So just throwing that out there, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this look at the Humble Bundle. And I hope you guys subscribe. I hope to see you around. I hope that we can do more of these, talk about these awesome deals, and have a lot of fun playing systems that are freaking D&D. All right? Take it easy, dudes and dudettes and duderinos. We'll see you next time.